Hello everybody, this is Retro Ryozuki 81, one Shenmue tree, the American Ryozuki, or my other name's Hope for Shenmue, and Ryozuki, three kanji characters, 81, yin yang. Okay, this is a very special video everybody, with what I have to say, my announcement. My announcement is this. See this kind of talent that's tapped into? That's starting to come out now. It may not be that my stomach is flat yet, but that's because I have not been doing the leg lifts like I wanted to do. I said I was going to do it, but I mean, what happened, I did it one time, and I had to wait for a cushion to come in the mail, so I just didn't hold to my word. I waited for the cushion, but guess what? Look what I got here. Here's my cushion. See? That's my cushion. Came in the mail, leather cushion. There we go. Ready to go, man. All right. Now this is the kind of talent. You see the simulation, the speed, the all those things. I'm starting to tap into this. I think. I just noticed when I'm training outside. Look. So see that? Okay. What I've got to work on is get my heart in tune with you know, my body to keep up with this, not sweat too much. You know how they say, let's get sweaty. To me, let's get sweaty is what my Kyosanem teacher used to say. If this is in fact true. You know how Ryozuki says, I'll do it. That's what I used to say in class. But I don't know if I should be saying these things, you know? Because I know that Corey Marshall has like the trademark of let's get sweaty in that. But really, you know, I don't know why I'm even saying these things. But guess what? If they make a movie with, you know, another Ryozuki, or if they make a movie with 2 Ryozukis or 3 Ryozukis, I want to say this. I did all these things already. This is the talent I portrayed. And see how he ducks and all that? He's so fast to react. You know, I did this without even having sex, everybody. I want everyone to know, when these guys train, they have a lot of action in their life, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? I did it at age 14. Let's see if somebody top that off. Top that off. Be so spiritual, don't get laid, and do all that. All these things, man. See, do all this. Can you do it? I mean, I don't think it can be done. And if they portray somebody on television, you can just say, oh, this guy's never had sex in his life, and he's doing all this stuff. Now, for me to do this again at age 41, I don't give a crap about anything but this. This is my whole life and passion. I am Ryozuki, because I know how all these moves. I mean, see that tumble flip there? That's just something I used to do too. That tumbling. Mud spider, all these things, okay? Now all I've got to do, I want everyone to know, I'm not really wanting to be a fighter, you know, because here's the problem, okay? I'm part of this membership called, and it's not really, I'm not calling it a problem. Thank you, Shane Fazan, for taking me into your group, Fight Tips, okay? Now, I want Shane to be watching this if he is. I did these moves. I did all this stuff. I did all these things, and I'm grateful to be a part of Fight Tips, but it does ask if you're an enthusiast, if you're a professional fighter or an amateur fighter. It gives you one of the 3 options, and I want you to go about one of those options, or I guess my assumption is that you can just create your own, which you can. So I did create my own 2-3 times because, you know, if you take, for instance, there's some people who are fighters or enthusiasts of martial arts, they still train the martial arts because despite the fact that they say they have a shoulder condition pre-existing, they still do it because it's their love and passion. Look at the character Jin Kazama. Okay, Jin Kazama gets his shoulder dislocated in the 2009 Tekken movie. Now, I believe that this 2009 Tekken movie is a correlation to my incident of 2005 on a January 12th, 2005. I had my shoulder dislocated from jumping out of a car in a car accident. Just got fired from a job. Just lost a girlfriend. And this girlfriend, in fact, I believe is Joy. I didn't get to ride her. Not that you get to ride everyone. Well, let me tell you this. The correlation I give to Joy, and I know I'm going to piss some people off, but you know what? I've been through a lot of hell. I can't get any legal action out of my lawyers. They won't say nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going to happen, everybody. But I'll tell you one thing. If I get this talent back, that's going to make any other Ryozuki look like crap. If they want to have a movie, they want a Japanese, Korean, or a Thai, or a Polish Ryozuki, or any kind of Ryozuki. You know, I could say I'm Polish too. I have some Polish in me. About the amount of Polish in me is about the same amount of Native American ancestry in Taylor Lautner. And if you want to make Taylor Lautner Ryozuki, well, he doesn't have my face. You want to make Volo Ryozuki, he doesn't have my face. And he doesn't have the Shenmue Dreamcast face. And another thing I want to quote. There's a lot to quote here. This is my body. This is my form. I'm 5'9". I don't have to be full Japanese or whatever. I mean, I think I might have some Japanese or Asian in me too. I don't really know what I am. You know, I believe I'm like Tiger Woods, kind of. And that's really no lie, because I'm the perfect fusion of a martial arts fighter. And you know, I'll tell you what, to make a movie, you don't have to have this total perfect speed and simulation, because this is a video game. This guy, you just touch, you play with a gamepad and you just do these things. Now, you see that? Did you see that? Watch. He does 2-3 strikes and then 2-3 strikes and a spinning back fist and then a cyclone kick. I can do that right now. I can do that, and with that speed. And I have a little belly. I can still do that. Now, as long as you keep up with the choreography and the agility of Ryozuki here, you got to have somewhat of the agility, because the agility here is exaggerated for what I used to have a little bit. I think maybe it is a little, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's not exaggerated, but this is a video game. See all those mud spiders? Come on now. Maybe I had that kind of talent. Just one after the other. See how agile it is? But what I'm saying, everybody, is I'm starting to tap into my talent. Now look. See these legs? Let me show you. Look at my legs now. Just, I mean, I remember 2-3 years ago, I didn't have these kind of calves, these kind of joints, these tendons and everything in my legs. These are like Muay Thai legs now. It's all on the knees. It's all on the knees. See, everybody, look at that. Look at that. This ain't no striptease, everyone. See that? Look at that. You know what I'm doing now, everybody? I'm doing 2 or 3 Donnie Yen kicks. 2 or 3 Donnie Yen kicks. I might get a little bit huffy with it, but that's because I got to get in tune my heart rate with everything going on. Now, if I get some support, everybody, from the community of Shenmue, or if I get some ladies in my life, I got to get laid too. Eventually, I have to. And let me tell you something. This girl I dated, she knew my karate instructor. She knew him. I have to say this because this is bogus. This is not an excellent venture. This is bogus. It's bogus that this girl I dated, and I don't want to quote her name. But she did not tell me she knew my karate instructor from 1995. And so I was led to believe, and I feel like I was kind of deceived. And kind of, like it's all about her. And honey, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you became a mother. I'm happy that you have, I don't know. I mean, I know you got kids, but I'm happy for you. But I'm happy that you have all the things you have. But who has my remuneration rights, honey? And who has that? Did my karate instructor help give you that? I don't know. Do you have something to do with that, Shenmue? Because I know you got on top of me one time and you said, I'm going to take that Shenmue from you. Remember that? You know who you are. We got kind of freaky those days, but if it all it added up to was chocolate whipped cream, oh well. I don't know what to say. Now you see, everybody, that kind of fighting, that accuracy, I'm starting to get in tune with that. I just did something yesterday. I did some kind of a new combination, and it was wildly talent. You know what? I want everybody to know when I get tap into this talent, you know what happens? I'm putting out a lot of power and wild kicking power in my talents. That's what's going on. And the wild kicking power you see here, everybody, is exactly what I had 27 years ago. But I think I'm tapping into new moves and new wild kicking power. You see that Streets of Rage kick? I did that. I can do that. I did 2 of those Streets of Rage kicks at once. Streets of Rage, look at that, twin swallow leap, okay? I can do that. I can do that now. I can do that if I wanted to. And guess what? That guy with the stick don't mean shit. Roundhouse don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. Hey, this ain't for kids. This is for adults. And you know what? Hey, those kids, you want to watch this? Get your parent or guardian present, and maybe you can watch my movie. Because you know what? My movie's just going to be with me, or it's going to be with whoever I choose it to be. It can be in the streets. It can be anywhere. I can do that move. I can do that move. I can do that move. I can keep up. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Yes, I can keep up. And you know what? Here's another thing, everybody. I can do all these things. What if you... And here's what I want to say. Is the new Ryuzuki going to have my skin tone? Is he going to have my skin tone? Is he going to be a white man? I mean, I'm a white man, but I'm an interracial white man, I believe. Or maybe I'm all Mexican or half Brazilian and half Mexican. Or I'm Spanish and Jewish, or I'm Lebanese and Spanish. I don't really know what I am, to be honest. I have to get a DNA test, find out what am I. But to my knowledge, I believe I'm 50% Texan, Tex-Mex, Mexican. Look at them smile. I can do that. I'm 50% Mexican, and I'm Scottish and British. A lot of British, a lot of Scottish, mostly. I'm gonna do these things, everybody. I'm not done with this video yet. Let's do it again. Come on, Kyo-san. Let's train. Train me. I can't even speak Japanese. Just looking at the screen. Don't want to be mean. Don't want to be mean when I look at the screen. Okay. Remember this song here. But here's what I have to say. Now, everybody, I have to say these things, okay? Some things I admit, I have to admit. And you know what? When I talk about this Joy person, I don't believe in the disclaimer, everybody. That Shenmue disclaimer, I don't know how to say this. I might have to go to court for this. But, Mr. Yu Suzuki, I don't want to challenge this, sir. But I just don't agree. And I know you want us all to agree. But, Mr. Yu Suzuki, if I know the fight choreography of Shenmue, and if I can do these things, what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do about this Shenmue disclaimer, Mr. Yu Suzuki? If I can do all these moves, or enough to suffice and adequately make a very impressive martial arts sensation of Ryu Hazuki, Mr. Yu Suzuki, how can we believe this? You know, disclaimer: when I look like Ryu Hazuki, when I have the name RY and my last three digits of my name is SAL. What is it? What is it about, Mr. Suzuki, that we have that last name SAL, and then we have a picture of Ryu Hazuki? I didn't make that picture myself, Mr. Suzuki. I just found this on Google. Mr. Yu Suzuki, is this because I am Ryu Hazuki? SAL? Clarify these things, Mr. Yu Suzuki. Tell us. I'm Ryu Hazuki. I already knew that though. But I already knew that. You see? I already knew I'm Ryu Hazuki. Now, my voice might sound a little hoarse in that, but you know what? I've been fighting like crazy for what I want, what I need. I'm in Detroit. I'm not living the good life like some other people are. I should be. I earn that respect. Like this guy earned his degree. I earned my degree. My karate teacher, I don't know if you're going to help me to give me a new degree. I'm sure you could rejoin the Federation and get a new degree made, or get one inspired by the old one made. I wish I had it. I wish I could find it. I think I had 2 or 3 of those copies of that degree before. I don't know what happened to them. It's been 27 years since I've seen you. Although I think I walked past you at a Mexican restaurant with, you had a lady friend, or was that your wife? Camino Real, right in my community. I think that was you, but I just didn't really know if that was you, because it's like, I don't know. I didn't know if I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, you were going to a bus, I think, and then I believe that I went right into Camino Real. We're all like that. We go out to get our food and that. But I haven't seen you in 27 years. I think I also saw you at a banana stop. No, what was it? You were getting bananas. Or you were looking at the bananas at Kroger. I think you were trying to give me like a little, maybe giving me a sign or something. If Ryuzuki, the epidemiology, is that how you say it? If that means banana, if that means cool banana moon, okay, it means cool banana moon. And it was the winter. I didn't know that meant cool banana moon. Ryuzuki's name, I never knew. Ryuzuki's name, everybody, it means cool banana moon. Now, I don't know why it means that, but if you look it up online, the name Ryu Hazuki means cool, banana moon, refreshing, something of that nature. The name. Now, I believe I saw my karate instructor at Kroger, and he's just standing by the bananas. And this is about 10 years ago, 9 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. I saw my karate instructor. I'm just going to say your name. Well, I don't know. Should I? I mean, I don't know. You said you don't want to talk to me. You don't want to hear from me ever again. Should I say your name? You want this to be over?
It's something that we can do. We named our daughter.
Should I say your uncle's name?
Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path. And leave a trail.
You know you made me Ryozuki.
Your degrees today, you guys, your work to come are the means to leave a trail, and make no mistake, your family is another.
This degree I had,
will look for you in this church
Master Kyosenem, I believe it was my future. I earned it. Undocumented degree, and you know I did in the Federation. And I know you paid the other part. You paid the other half, I believe. Was it that I paid $70 and that you paid the second 70? So that comes to what, $140? This is Retro Ryuzuki 81. One Shenmue tree. The American Ryuzuki. Hope for Shenmue. And everybody, let me give you more of a picture here. Here we go, everybody. This is what I'm saying. The agility of Ryuzuki. I'm tapping into it with my power. I'm starting to tap into it with my power, and that's no lie. Yes. Okay, I'm tapping into my talent with my powers becoming in tune with my agility. But I just got to balance my heart rate with this. And when you put your whole heart into something, you put your whole banana into it, don't you? That's right. I've got a lot to tap into now, don't I? Do I have to get tested for diseases when I've never had sex in my life? Well, that's what I think people in Detroit are saying. I think I have some kind of disease or something in my body or my bones or something. And I don't know why people would think that. You know, really. I know I've never had sex in my life, but you know what? I earned this respect a long time ago. And here's the thing, everybody. How can I have a disease? How is that? I don't believe I have a disease because, you know, what do they call that? This kind of person? Virgin man. Virgin man. Well, I have to live under ways that, let me just say this. I've been living like I'm Buddhist for 27 years. And actually all my life, I'm age 41. You know how John Nguyen is? And he's age 48 or he's 52 or something. He's like older. I haven't looked it up lately, but I believe he's age 48 or 53 or something. He's in that range. John Nguyen, everybody. You see how he keeps up with Tony Jaa in that movie? Let me show you. I'm going to show you right now, everybody. And this is the way I would keep up. Like, just like this. The Protector.
Here's what I found on YouTube.
The Protector scene. Okay.
Sure, here are some videos.
Okay. The Protector scene. Tony Jaa versus Johnny Nguyen.
Sure, here are some videos.
Okay, this guy here. I actually, when I start getting into my martial arts, my faces look like this guy too, and I don't know why that is. I make faces like Johnny Nguyen, and I'm not trying to make faces like Johnny Nguyen, but they just come out of my face. I've got that warrior in me, the Aztec warriors in me, and let me show you this, okay? This kind of thing, like, you see Tony Jaa and Johnny Nguyen. Well, let's just say, sex is a part of martial arts training, okay? Sex is a part of martial arts training. Repeat after me. sex is a part of martial arts training, sir. Sex. And it is. It is. Okay, these guys, I mean, let me tell you something. Sex is like something that warriors have when they need it, if they have to have it, if they have to get that out of their system or something. They're gonna have sex. That's the same with the animals. With you know how you have like a male dog, and if you don't get them mated within every 6 months, he's gonna have problems. They say. Imagine being my age. Let's not get into that right now. Can't right now for some reasons, but let me tell you this. Okay, here's these guys squaring off. It's Tony Jaa. I see that perfect. I know. And actually, I'm not challenging John Nguyen. He's taller than me, but the form of his kicks are not the form that my kicks were. Although he gets that height, now my legs are thick, my body is thick. He's a strong guy, this John Nguyen guy, but my body is a heavyweight body right now, and I've got like a certain kind of body type that people see him pull off his kicks in that, but my form is better when I'm Ryu Hazuki, and I'm not bragging. Now this guy, I give Johnny Nguyen a lot of credit. He's 48. Look at all these things he's doing. Imagine if I had a big trampoline. Now I have to have my own house, or know somebody, live with somebody, to have these things. We've just seen Tony Jaa do a double cartwheel kick. These guys, everybody, I want you to know they have everything they need and more than what they need to do these martial art moves. They're very talented because they are provided with more than what they need. I wish I could get provided with more than what I need. I wish I could get to know the right people. And you know what? Let me say something. I have to get to my audition still. That's another thing, everybody. I have to get to my audition. I missed an audition chance in Garden City because I didn't have enough gas to get there. I don't have friends or parents or anybody to support me at all for my dreams in acting. They want to give me an audition chance in it's Farmington Hills, actually. Yeah. But my parents, I don't know why it's coming on. They didn't come, they didn't support me, they didn't care. So I don't have the caring parents that I need. They don't support me, my parents, for martial arts, and they never did. I don't like to say this, but I have to just say it now. But that's the difference. Scott Atkins, his mother always supported him fully. And father, I don't know who his father was, but, if your parents don't support you with martial arts and your movie career, you're not going to make it probably. Or you might have a chance of making it. But see, this is the problem, everybody. My karate instructor chose me to be this Ryu Hazuki, but my parents don't support me. And Kyo-san, I want you to hear this video because I know what the hell you've had to go through probably trying to get the support of my parents, if in fact I'm right, but that's what I'm saying. You don't have that support of your parents in martial arts. And I should be already a man in all this, but I meant joy. I meant joy. That's another problem. That's another angle that things went wrong at. Now, I'm not trying to make people think I'm crazy or whatever, but I'm talking about theory. This is my theory, everybody. And this girl that I met, she was in my class, and I don't want to bring up everything that happened, but something happened in that class where her and her brother got mad at me and offended by me because I'm really good in karate. I'm really special. I'm really that superb martial artist that's the best student in history. And they don't want to talk about this at Region 5, Lincoln Park Rex building. My karate instructor, Saban, them he wants to say there were better students. There weren't. If there's a better student, who's better than Ryu Hazuki? Tell me, Saban, who? Who? Is that you? You better than me? You more talented than me? Can you jump Can you jump, Saban? Even Kyosanem Savoy doesn't have the talent that I have right now. I can jump pretty good. Does he? I'm not trying to say I'm better. I'm not trying to say I'm not as good or something, but I'm trying to let people know that I have talent and avail these things. That's why I did this tournament. And let me tell you something. I did a tournament of, okay, so I did this tournament and I went up against a Japanese guy and I lost. You know why I lost? I lost because I had a pre-existing car accident from 2005, like I spoke about earlier. 2005, I had a shoulder condition. I went up against this guy, and you know what happened? Somehow my shoulder came out. And what happened? I stepped in to block his roundhouse kick. I was gonna take him down and get an ippon, and I did it so fast. I don't know what happened if I. Okay, this is what I'm thinking that happened. If I like blocked this, okay, I either blocked this guy's roundhouse or I was trying to so fast that the impact of trying to block his roundhouse kick or whatever it was, something just came out of my, I felt my shoulder came out of socket. And that's the problem with this, okay? This is why, karate tournaments are not real fights. Karate tournaments are not real fights because let me tell you, everybody, I was holding back against this Japanese man that I went up against. I don't think he has the talent I have at all. But I was holding back my talent because, for one thing, I did see his son was competing also. I don't want to say nothing, but, I felt sorry for his son in the tournament. But I already said it now. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know who this man's name is, but there's this tournament I went to, and it's called, I might as well acknowledge it, okay? Because if it's in history, well, it's in history. Now, let me tell you, Sensei Oscar Severa, I was not trained. I couldn't train. I didn't have the means of training. My Kyosanem, Michael Zigafus, wouldn't let me into class. They expelled me from that school. They unrightfully expelled me through discrimination. Lincoln Park expelled me from that rec center. And if you're going to deny me my training, you're not going to make a monument of me being Ryuzuki. You should be ashamed of yourself, Lincoln Park, Michigan. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm part of the It Man family now. You should be ashamed of yourself, Lincoln Park, Michigan. I'm very ashamed. I earn this respect. I'm Buddhist now. You're not making a fool of me. I think you are, because you're America. But are you really making a fool of me? Who's doing these moves now? Are you better? Can you do these moves? Can you jump? Do you have the agility to keep up with the power and the agility and the tune with your body? Huh? Is there a Polish Ryuzuki? Is there a Brazilian Ryuzuki? Is there a Hawaiian Ryuzuki? Is there a Japanese Ryuzuki? Who's the Ryuzuki there is? I'm the one. That's me. My legacy. I'm the Rooster. Retro Ryuzuki 81. 1981 Rooster Ryuzuki. April 21st. I am Ryu Hazuki. The real Ryu Hazuki. Go back here. And I have to say these things, everybody. I have to say these things. my mother actually is the one. My mother actually supported me for version. That's so funny. Okay, my mother supported me to be this Ryozuki guy. Uh, Let me rephrase this. Okay, my mother supported me in karate, but barely because uh, everybody in my family. Here's what it's like. It's all about everybody in my family. It's not just there's not one special person in my family, and not that there has to be only one special person, but it's not even about me and my family. Let me tell you this, because people know I'm special in my family. Look at that birth certificate, huh? It has to be like about everybody in my Salazar family. It's got to be about my cousins. We're in the military. It's got to be about the ones who have jobs, the ones who are Christian priests or whatever. That's what my family's like, and I don't know how they're gonna accept me in Hollywood if I take them along. And I don't want to shame my Salazar name or family, but and here's the thing: Carlos Ray is Christian too, but I don't think he really cares about me very much. I'm not gonna get his support probably. I don't know whose support I'd get. Maybe I would get support of Chuck Norris, but I don't know how I'm gonna get that. Everybody in my community of Riverview, Michigan, they say he's bipolar. He's bipolar. They don't even give me a chance in Riverview. I can't even get laid here. And if I do get laid here in Riverview, Michigan, I don't feel safe. I feel like I might get murdered in somebody's house. That's how racist people are here to me. Or they're not racist. They just don't accept me. They just discriminating. They don't accept me. I don't think in Riverview, Wyandotte, or anywhere. There's been a lot of things I've been through, everybody. And let me explain something about Poland and that. I dated a Polish girl. But her family just, it's all about her brother. And her brother's the one that got embarrassed at karate. They never told me that. I forgot who this girl was that I dated. But to me, she's like the correlation of joy. And that's the problem here. She didn't tell me who she was. I met her 7 years later. After 1995, she came to Riverview Community High School. She's actually a Catholic girl. And she had her own issues in that, I believe. But she came to Riverview School. And I believe that somebody told me something, or she wanted me to read between the lines thousands of times. She wanted me to figure this out. Okay, so did my karate instructor. He wanted me to read between the lines. Why? And I guess what it was, he wanted to see if she would fall in love with me. I finally am starting to figure this out. I'm finally started to read between the lines. My karate instructor wanted to see if this girl would fall in love with me or something. Well, she did in a manner of speaking, but she wasn't attracted to me. There's this other guy named Bennett, this other guy named Jacob, and what are their names? Jason, and what are the guys, huh? What are they? It's one of those guys you married, he wanted to meet me. I don't know why you want me to meet this guy that you're married to now. What does he have to do with Kyosanem? Raymond Savoy. What's he got to do with him? I don't know that, honey, because you didn't tell me nothing ever. I already know. How do I already know what I don't know? And if I know one thing, that if I know nothing, how can I already know? And if I know one thing, that if I already know nothing, I know what I don't already know. And if I know one thing, that if I know nothing, I know. Well, how does it go? And what if I was an actor? Shout out. Or shout out to actor. And if I know one thing, that if I know nothing, I know what I know. See how my brain thinks? I'm a martial artist, everybody. This is the warrior inside me, part of the Ip Man family. She is one of my own. I want to dance with her. Better late for that. Let's do this impression. You give away from that girl. Let's go back. Retro. Retrospective. Retro. Retro. There you go. I'm an actor, everybody. I'm talented as hell. Not to brag. Got Robin Williams in me too. I'm British too. I want to dance with her. This one of mine. Get one of your own. She is one of my own. See this? There's signature moves of Bruce Lee that I studied online, and I can do them. That stamp kick is one of them. You see that 2-kick combo? It's like that's a stepping shuffle. It's like a stepping shuffling side kick and another kick after that. I believe it's like a 360 kick, 360 back kick or hook kick after that. First it's the shuffling side kick, then it's the 360 hook kick or something like that. That's one of Bruce Lee's combos. Now the reason that I did roundhouse, turning side, then 360 kick, 360 back kick is what it is. So roundhouse, turning side kick, roundhouse, spinning side. Here's it again. Roundhouse, spinning side kick, and then 360 back kick, and before that you chamber your other leg with balance on it to kick with that. It's like this, okay? That is my signature move that I created, and I believe I was inspired by this game right here. Inspired me to do that move for Shenmue. And then I turned it into a progression after that. Roundhouse kick, spinning side kick, chamber of the leg to balance on, and kick you off that leg that you're balancing on, and then do a 360 back kick. But actually, the balance is the progression is this: roundhouse kick, spinning side kick, chambering the leg, and then spinning 360 back. Okay, well again, okay, here it is. Here's the progression. This is the progression. Roundhouse kick, spinning side kick, and then chambering the kicking leg that I'm going to be balancing on, which is the opposition leg, and then I jump in the air and do it's a Kyokushin karate tornado kick, and it's also considered a Taekwondo karate kick. That's the progression. If you can understand that, you might be a martial artist too. Retro Rizuki 81. One Shenmue tree. The American Rizuki. Hope for Shenmue. Hope for Shenmue. These are all been my names, everybody. I'm just going to keep this under 45, 44 minutes or so. Okay. Now, yes, my talent, what I'm saying, my agility is getting in tune with my power. I'm getting this talent back. I just have to get my stomach flat and get abs. I'm going to be Ryozuki, everybody. I'm going to be him. And if I had a hair transplant, I'm going to be Ryozuki. I'm getting my agility tuned with my legs, my body, getting in tune with this again. I'm going to be the next Ryozuki. Even if they want to replace me, if they want to find another Ryozuki, you're going to have more than one Ryozuki. Got news for you guys. For all you people in my community, whether if you're whatever nationality you are, I don't want to point you guys out really, but I mean, seriously, I don't want to point anybody out. But I kind of have to touch on these things, tap on these things a little bit. And the reason for that is because I'm the first Ryozuki. And I never got nothing for it. Never got any remuneration rights for being Ryozuki. I never got nothing for it. I lost my degree. My karate instructor is giving me a hard time about saying anything about this. It's like, here's another thing I want to say. My karate instructor, the Savoy family, they've been friends with my neighbors for years. And I have to give credit to the girl I was friends with on Facebook. I used to be friends with her at Ruby High School. The Savoy family's been friends with the neighbors next door and the ones across the street, I believe, too, for I don't know how many years. They ain't saying nothing to me about this ever. And you know, like, if there's people in my community that have the remuneration rights for Shenmue, I don't know this. Here's another thing. That Shenmue house, there's a guy, his name's Anil Rivera. I don't know what became of Anil Rivera. He tells me that this Shenmue house, the Hazuki residence, and I don't know if this is true, but this is what he told me. Was he off his wagon or something? But he told me this. He says that they don't want to say nothing in Japan. They want to say that they just don't want to say nothing about this hardly. He said, but this is the secret and the rumor in Japan that somebody there's people that were staying in that Shenmue house before, and they took some things from that Shenmue house. They stole a lot of things, sold things, and stole things, and I don't know what they stole or whatever, but now my degree, I believe, is a correlation to this house, and I don't have that degree right now, or unless it's misplaced. Maybe I misplaced it. Maybe my Kyosan M. Savoy, and then it reminds me of Guizhang there. Maybe he has a way to replace that degree. You got a way to replace my degree, sir? Because I earned that respect. You know I did. I mean, if you're so proud and so hateful to me, I don't know what I did wrong. It's my ex-girlfriend, or that, let's not call her my ex-girlfriend. Your undercover officer, deputy, police officer, you appointed in Michigan, or like for a joke maybe, because you were mad at me for something. I don't know what you're mad at me about, Raymond, but that Sarah that you made the undercover private investigator for me, that dated me for 3 years, man, that was bogus. Why would you do such a thing to me? Is it funny? Because I don't think that's funny. She didn't tell me who you were. I didn't know who you were. I mean, I didn't know that she knew you, Kyo-Sun-im. That's my karate instructor from 1995. I didn't know she knew this guy. She didn't say nothing to me all those years. That is such a deception. Now, why would she get away with this? Why would she keep my remuneration rights if she has this? Why would she keep my patent rights or my trademark rights or my copyrights or my remuneration rights? And I believe the remuneration rights is like the R. See, when you see the R next to something, I think that means remuneration rights. When you see the copyright symbol next to something, that means copyrights. I should have both of these. Remuneration rights, copyrights. Now, if I had the trademark rights, which I actually should have that too, because, but I didn't do business directly with Sega, AM2 Enterprises, Deep Silver, Kickstarter. I believe that my Karate Federation knows who or what or whatever entities or parties. I believe that it's something to do with the United States Subakdo Mudo Kwan Federation. They know who, or they know what parties or entities have collaboration with the right people and this and that, and they have the trademark rights, and they know who has the remuneration rights and the copyrights, patent rights, all those things with Yu Suzuki. I believe that they sold this to Yu Suzuki, everybody, and I don't want to get kicked out of my group, but why do I look like this guy? Why do I have the same face? Why do I have the same body height? Why do I have the same body structure at age 14? Because they made me this guy. I even know who Chai is. But I'm not saying. I'm not saying right now. You think this is funny, James Rayner? Yeah, you think this is funny? Are you Rizuki James Rayner? Are you Rizuki Adam Korlick? Are you Rizuki? Anyone in the group? Can you do these moves? Do you look like me? Have you been through what I've been through, anyone? Man, I'm not kidding when I say these things because I have to say these things. I mean, who's going to have the balls to go to court? I'll do it for Shenmue. Who's going to have the cherries to stand up for Shenmue? Who's going to have the cherries and the banana in the center to do what they have to do? Now, here's what I want to say. I never did what I thought I was supposed to do, or thought I was so confused. Kyosanem, I didn't know that I know you want me to have like relations and that, but I didn't know what to do because I was very spiritual at that age, and you know my talent well. Now, I didn't just give you this fight choreography to keep all your life. If you did these moves, Kyosanem, I didn't just give you this. I let you borrow this, and you know I did. You know I did. What I promised myself was, what was it? Is this what I promised myself? Here's lucky hit. Here's a guess. That I would get laid. That I would stay away from Four Eyes. I forgot who Four Eyes was. I'm wearing glasses too, till I get my contact lenses. But here's what I'm saying, everybody. I didn't know who that girl was in class. And then I see her in my special ed class because I was on medication and she's like mildly autistic or something. And I just said, throw it out there, hey. But she's not considered autistic now. She's like a special person, everybody. Well, she had something. She had she's like gambling with every, I'm gambling with my life too, but I didn't get to hit that. And there's no lucky hit for me, but how many guys had that lucky hit opportunity? And you know what? Well, that's with every girl, any girl. I gotta say these things. I might be pissing off her husband. I might be pissing off all kind of people, but you know something? I'm this Ryuzuki guy, okay? I have to say these things. And if they don't want to have a court hearing, you know what Perkins Coie told me? This guy named Gene Lowell, I think his name is his law firm name. He wants $1,200 an hour to speak to talk to this guy. Perkins Coie doesn't do business in Michigan. They don't help people in Michigan. He wants $1,200 an hour. He lives in New York, New York. He's in a building or something, I believe, possibly. But, and also, they want. He told me this. He says, you know what you're talking, Ryan? He says, we're talking $5 million you're gonna need to build up a team of lawyers and party members and people to build them all up, and you're gonna have $5 million to have a team of people to work on your team as experts to build up a case and present it in court. You're gonna need $5 million. Everybody needs to know, because nobody's taking me seriously. I have a court people working with me right now. I have a lawyer person working with me right now, but I don't know if it's real, if it's legitimate. Was I supposed to say that? You know what? What am I supposed to say about these things? Okay, I don't even know if I'm really getting the proper assistance I need. I could be putting my whole life in jeopardy. I could be risking my life by saying that. But you know something? I don't know Uh, I don't know anything because my karate instructor don't tell me nothing. This girl I dated, I just say her first name. Sarah, you don't tell me nothing. You know who you are. Why don't you tell me you knew Raymond Savoy? Why don't you tell me you knew him? You know how many times, Sarah, I asked you when I was in my Dodge Neon car and we're driving along, go get a TCBY yogurt, wherever the crap we went. Why didn't you just tell me you knew this Raymond Savoy? I asked you like how many times. I said, do you know Michael Hurst? Do you know Michael Zigafus? Do you know my karate instructors? You just look down like you don't know anything. Why? Why were you this kind of person to me? Were you really my friend? Or you just want to say that because, you know, I don't understand you. I'm not being delusional because I remember some things that happened in class that time. One thing I'm going to quote out is the tug of war rope game. I try to make you and your brother win that. But I can't help it that you guys didn't win against me in sparring. And it was non-contact federation. It's sparring bouts that we have. Sparring matches, whatever in class. I can't help it. You guys don't have my talent. My talent, Sarah, is a very special talent, okay? I want you to know, honey, it's a very special talent I have. Very special gift. Raymond says I'm naturally gifted. And I want you to know I am naturally gifted. I don't know what became of Michael Hurst. He's the one that recorded me doing that Jin Kazama move. That's a front kick, front snap kick in at Russ Henke's U.S. Subakdo Muno Kwan, the building. That front kick, where I cracked the board right away, a black belt Don board, thick as hell. I broke that board because, well, here's what I'm saying. That front snap kick, no, this is what I call it. Front stretch kick. The front stretch kick, that front stretch kick of Tengsudo. I did that. I broke that board. I did that. And they used that in Tekken 7 today. Michael Hurst used that drive-through roundhouse kick for Tekken 7. I'm just saying it all right now. So 2 of my moves used for Tekken 7 and Namco Bandai. And that's no lie. I figured this out. My medical history inspired the history of Jin Kazama, the Devil Gene. He's bipolar. And it's more than that. Maybe it's more like laboratories and something of a purple belt, huh? Well, I don't want to go there. Do I, Raymond Savoy? Tell me all these things, because you guys don't call me. You guys are wusses, man. Don't I remind you of Russ Henke? What if I just grew out a beard and started playing my guitar or banjo on a porch where, what is it? You buy it again, then you reuse it and sell it. I don't know why you guys open a shop like that, but it's got nothing to do with me. But let me say this. I mean, I'm not respected like Russ Henke. And I didn't get laid because your private investigator, Raymond, wouldn't do it for me, would she? I've got to say these things because you guys don't say nothing to me. And I know it's really terrible and like not very respectful to talk about butter and that, but you know, hey, I'm not going to be using margarine or Crisco all my life. I'm going to have to get laid. Retro Uzuki 81, 1 Shenmue tree, hope for Shenmue, the American Ryuzuki, cool banana moon, Ryuzuki 3 kanji characters, cool banana moon. Okay, 81, yin yang, hope for Shenmue. Signing off.